Let's talk school. For most of us, school's behind us. But if you're joining into a parenting program, it's probably on the forefront of your mind right now because it's the beginning of school season. There used to be a commercial in America for Toys R Us, and they used the Christmas song, and they used it for the September, and the mothers would dance around the house singing, "It's the most wonderful time of the year," and because woohoo, finally the kids are like out of the house. But the truth is, that moment that they're leaving is an emotional moment. And those moments before and the night before, they're filled with emotions. Sometimes excitement, sometimes anticipation, sometimes anxiety, sometimes frustration. I can't wear this, I can't wear that, because it's the fear that's behind it. What if I wear this and all of a sudden everybody's wearing that and now I'm not accepted? And you might think to yourself, and you might even say it out loud to your child, it doesn't matter what you wear. It matters who you are. But the truth is, even in nursery school, it matters what you wear. It matters what you wear. The girls look at each other and they look at each other's outfits, and they're sizing each other up by what they're wearing. And if your child doesn't want to get dressed and they want to go to school in their pajamas, guess what? They're being looked at in nursery school as the kid who went to school the first day in their pajamas. I remember a girl in the first grade who came to school sucking her thumb. Now I'm 67 years old, and I still remember that she came to school sucking her thumb. Well, no one wanted to be her friend, and she sucked her thumb. I remember her sucking her thumb in 5th grade. Right? She continued this. I also remember that she didn't have friends. So I don't know what was going on at home. I never reached out to her. I was a kid, but I didn't want to touch her hand. She's sucking her thumb all day long, right? There's things that you can do at home. There's things you can't do at school. And it's the parent's job to set this up. Your child might want to go to school in her pajamas, and you're like, okay, I'm not going to fight her. It's not a matter of fighting. It's a matter of setting the boundaries. So the night before, this is when the school day starts. The school day starts the night before. The night before, when you get everything ready in the school bag, and you make sure that there's 2 sharpened pencils, and you make sure that if there was any homework, it's in there, and you make sure that there's a book and anything that the teacher requested, and you as a parent go through that school bag every day. What if it's my teenager school bag? Yep. Go through the school bag every day. I don't have time to do that. I have 7 kids. Yep, you do. You have time to do it. You have to do it. I'll tell you why. Because they don't have the organizational skills right now. And things get put nicely in the bag here, in the bag there, and by the time the books get in, everything's in a wad. And you, as a parent, have organizational skills that they don't have, and you might look in the school bag and say, okay, they need another folder. They need another folder just for the handouts that teachers give. Open it up, shove it in like that, at least it stays smooth. You can look in the bag and see, okay, I was supposed to see this 2 weeks ago. It says you're going on a trip tomorrow, because when were you going to find out? Come on, be honest. When were you going to find out that your child had to bring the potato chips? As you're taking them to the bus stop, Ma, we have to stop at the store. I have to bring the potato chips. That's when you're going to find out. And what do you say? Why didn't you tell me last night? I forgot, right? And now it adds attention. It can all be relieved if you take the responsibility. Now you say, but what about my child? Aren't they going to take the responsibility? Absolutely. I'm not saying let them go out and play and then you go through their school bag. Sit down with them. Every night, it's a cleaning out of the school bag. It's taking things out, organizing it with them, and eventually you can sit next to them as they take things out and organize it, and you'll watch. And eventually you won't even have to, because it will become part of the process. But the process has to happen every night. So every night you take care of that. You make sure that that's done. You make sure the homework's done. All the homework goes into the homework files, so that when the teacher says take out your homework, they just open up that one folder. They take it out, math, okay, here it is. Here's my homework for this. It's organized. I feel so sorry for the child, and there's always 1 or 2 in each class who's like digging through everything, and everybody's laughing at him, and he can't find his homework. and it's sitting there on his desk somewhere, right? So right after dinner, this is when that all gets organized for the next day. As soon as they came home, if there's homework, that gets done before they go out to play. Personally, I think there's no going out to play on a school night. It's a school night. But if you're a parent that wants to do that, when the lights come on, the street lights come on, they're in the house. The street lights come on pretty early. That doesn't matter. It's a school night. The priority is school. So why is school a priority at night? Because you have to be clean. You're going to take your bath. You have to be rested. You have to read. Reading gets your mind focused and light, and it enhances the brain. So either you're going to be reading to your child, or there's going to be a reading hour where you bring everybody into the living room and now you're reading a book to the family. We all do this with Netflix, but that does this to the brain. We watch the children's eyes and face when they're watching TV. It's like this. It's not interactive. Watch when they're reading the book. It's like this. They're right there with you, right? And the older ones might want to take a book and go off with themselves, but not phones. Take the phone away at 6 o'clock at night on a school night, especially if they're teenagers. Take the phone away. That's it. No more phones. They can have a special amount of hours from the time they come home to school, from time this, and then once they're in the house, the phone's done. You can have it again in the morning and remind them of the rules, that they can't start making phone calls in the morning before a certain hour, and if it's to their friends, one text is fine. More than one is harassment. Okay, so you want to get your child into bed and follow the routines that I have for the bedtime routines. All this is in the parenting manual. When you wake up in the morning, wake up before your children. Wake up before your children. Give yourself that time to meditate, to drink a cup of coffee, to pray, to get your act together, and then wake them up, right? Have a breakfast made for them, and you'll be like, "What? It's not the Waltons. What are you talking about? I can't do this. I have to go to work too." I get it. Believe me, mornings were hectic in my house. I had to get the kids onto the school bus at 6:45. 6:45 on their bus. And I had to be ready to walk out the door because I had to get to work, right? So if they miss their bus, then I have to take them, then catch the bus or get them to school the opposite direction of where I'm working. If I'm late, I could get fired. If I'm fired, who's paying the bills? We're homeless. The level of fear goes up, right? I get it. Get up early. Get up earlier than them. Have everything ready the night before. Even their outfits the night before. What are they going to wear the night before? No need for the craziness that day, right? And now they just slip into the outfits. Now, I know some people, I find this highly unusual, who their child wears the outfit that they're going to wear to school the next day. They sleep in it, and they wake up and they go to school. That's what they do in their family, and what you do in your family is up to you. I personally think that's disgusting. I would never do that in a million years. Pajamas are pajamas, and you can use a t-shirt and shorts for pajamas. I don't care. But when you wake up in the morning, you shed your pajamas and you put on your clothes for the day. And they should be nice and presentable, not play clothes. When I was a kid, we would come home and take off our school clothes and then put on our play clothes, and they're the clothes that we could get on our hands and knees and get dirty and everything, and they had the patches on the knees, and I get that today's style is you buy it with holes in the knees. I don't get it. I cannot wait till this style is over. It's a horrible style to buy clothes that are already ripped. I don't know who convinced everybody that was good, but it's a horrible style. Anyway, nice clothes for school, right? The outfits are picked the night before, and when they're being picked the night before, it's a choice, this one or this one. They might go for the third one. You could say yes to that too, but it's not just everything, right? And then they get up, they come down, they have their breakfast, grab their bag, and they're out, right? With a hug and I love you. This is your Bubbie tip for today. I highly, highly recommend that you get the parenting manual because all this step by step is in there. Or just to give me a text below, we'll shoot that out to you. Okay. I hope that you like this. I will post another one tomorrow, and feel free to private message me, and I will answer any of your questions that you have. Share it with your friends. Give me a thumbs up. Catch you tomorrow.